All right, everybody, I'm making a video that I had no plans on making. Yesterday, I was out in the field and I did a paranormal session for you guys talking about a woman that I had sent a message online. And so I went back in the woods and I wanted to do that session. And I have no control. I'm getting a full shiver down the back of my neck. I have no control over what comes out of the box. And as I was sitting there asking my questions, about Bigfoot and the property and all that for that other video, I started hearing two different things came through. Well, the second thing that came through, guys, is what we're going to focus on today. It's something that I spent a year of my life on, became very attached to, and that was the murder case of Jack and Carol back in 1969, McWilliams. They were murdered here in town. We did like 20 videos on this. I haven't heard from them. I'm getting a full shiver again. I haven't heard from them in quite a while. So yesterday I'm going to tell you guys what it said. And I'm kicking myself right now because I was so frustrated. I could hear these things with my own ear while I was sitting back in the woods. I heard it say Jack. I heard it say Carol. And I didn't really pay attention to the rest of the messages. But when I sat down to edit the video, there was a whole section there. God, I wish I would have kept it. They're telling me right now I should have kept it and put it in this video, but I had no plans on making this video. Because as you guys know, that murder case ended with me trying to contact the local courthouse and them telling me that there are absolutely no records left on file. Okay, if you haven't watched this series, The Box told us an amazing story about what happened to Carol. Okay, Carol ran around with pretty much everybody. Her dad was part of the mob here in town. And I believe why she was killed. I have no proof of this, guys, but this is what The Box said. It was like a soap opera. It slowly came out over the course of 20-some videos that we made that Detective Black, who was working this case, got her pregnant. I know this sounds nuts. Sounds nuts. Got her pregnant. Okay, she'd already had 2 children as a teenager. Got her pregnant, and she was killed by Detective Black. Okay? It talked about a book and how I needed to find it and evidence and all this stuff came out over this 20... I feel crazy talking about it because we're talking about a spirit box app made for entertainment, but all of these people's names came through. There was 3 guys put on trial for this murder. If you haven't watched that series, go back and watch it on my channel, guys. Yesterday, The Box clearly said to me, Jack. Then a few minutes later, it said Jack again. It talked about being murdered. It said Carol. Full shiver. And then it said, there's a clue. Book in the attic. We already discovered that. We didn't discover that right away. I made a mistake in translating what I heard. And as we went back and we were doing some of these videos, we were playing the responses in reverse and still getting their names and evidence or things that they wanted to tell us that could be used as evidence in this case. And anyway, guys, I'm pretty sure, but I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm pretty sure that there is a book, her diary, in the attic of that house, 222 Duke Street, which is still there to this day. They were taken out of that house. The door was kicked in. There was blood on the floor and the wall and the door. Their dinner was still set up on the table. It said, clue, book in the attic. And then the final thing it said to me was, don't forget her. But I had already moved on. We've already closed this case because I can't go any further. But I'm feeling such a strong regret, guys, that I didn't keep that video clip. I got mad. I was like, stop bothering me. There's nothing else I could do. And I deleted it. And then I just thought, if this is meant to work out, it will work out. We're going to do another session right now and invite them to just say what they have to say because I've already heard it all. But if they can make it any clearer or tell us any other missing pieces, this is it. This is like, you know, the final. I don't want to keep dragging this on because there's an emotional attachment between me and Carol. I know this sounds nuts, but it drains me. And I worked so hard on this case to get answers. And I could tell you guys the story that I just told you, but it doesn't mean anything without proof. Detective Black is dead. Nobody ever solved this case. It makes 100% sense. When Donald Kelly was on trial, evidence was stolen right out of the courthouse. Yeah, I believe Detective Black had something to do with that. He would have access to be able to get those files. There was just... Guys, I believe what I told in that story, in that series, as it was told to me, not just because I heard these words coming through the box, but because I feel the spiritual connection. I know there's more to it. Let's just do a session and see what comes through. And your mind is going to be blown because I'm telling you right now, I know they're going to come through again and all of these names are going to be said. They were trying to do it yesterday. They've been bugging me as I'm sitting here reading. I was reading this Destiny Switch book and it just popped into my head again. And I was like, I need to do one more session. It's been a year since I worked on this and I've tried to clear my karma, my conscious, my spiritual connection with her. You know, because I don't feel there's anything else I can do for them. Unless they're going to drop some evidence or something in my lap, I don't know what else I can do for you guys. Let's do the session. This is future Gary. This is future ecstatic Gary because I was so mad at myself yesterday for making that video and then deleting those files. I just went upstairs and recorded over an hour of questions using Necrophonic, came down and copied the files onto the computer, and lo and behold, I found on the SD card on the camcorder all of the files from yesterday's session out in the woods, and I will now spend an extra hour or more painstakingly going through and trying to find where Carol and Jack were coming through and giving me those messages that I told you about that I heard while editing on the computer yesterday. I feel vindicated because I can prove what I heard was there, and I will now show that to you, and then I will show you the session that I just recorded. I heard that, and I just heard it say Carol, but I'm not getting into that. I've moved on from that case, and I try not to. I acknowledge her presence, but today I'm here for Bigfoot. I have no script written down for this. I had not intended to do this, but I just have a knowing that it needs to be done. So I want you guys come through and tell me, say those words. Tell the folks that are going to hear this video what you told me out in the woods yesterday. Start by saying your names, both the male and female murder victim, please. Alright, I'm going to spiritually reach out and connect to Carol. tell us very clearly what it says in your book. Just getting waves and waves and waves of shivers here, guys. Carol, you ask me right now through this box to go get that book. You tell me where it is and I will go get it. You said don't forget me and I haven't. Here I am doing another video. I don't know what else to do for you unless you tell me to go down there, say my name, say your name, tell me what it is I'm supposed to get, where is it, and I will go get it because I already know what you want. But you need to say it or I'm not doing it. Guys, it hasn't stopped. I'm just wave after wave. Okay, just say what you have to say. Like, convince me, convince everybody. I will go get in the truck right now and do this. Let's just end this. Are you not in heaven? Can you not rest? Did I not help move you on? Can you lead me to this book, this clue? Physical evidence. If you can't do that, we're done. I can't go any further. Jack, I heard your name twice yesterday in the video. Do you have something to say? Carol, what if I just tell you to move on? It was a shit life. You got the shit end of the stick, the short end of the deal. It's over. There's nobody left alive. Detective Black, did you get her pregnant? Did you kill her? Are you sorry? But this is my problem with this, guys, is that I just go round and round and I hear these names and voices and the things that happened to them. They shot me, they killed me, they tied me up, they did this, that, the other. They were drinking. Detective Black was drinking the night that he was supposed to be watching them, and the wife knew he was cheating, and like all these things that, it's a soap opera. But none of it means a damn thing without any proof. I haven't forgotten you. I just don't know what else I can do for you. Sending light, love, hugs, warmth to all of you guys involved in this horrific thing that happened here. And I just ask that you move on. And as soon as I say that, I know it's like you're telling me I'm not done. Look, if you want to get my interest at this point, short of me going down there and knocking on that door at 222 Duke Street and saying, hey, can a crazy guy climb in your attic and have a look around? Why don't you lead me to the quarters? You know, the 5,000 quarters that were stolen. They would be silver quarters. I'd love to get my hands on a few of those. You could pique my interest. You take me to where there's 1,000 of those quarters buried, 500, 200, whatever. You show me where those quarters are, and I will go knock on that door tomorrow and climb in that attic. Because I will have some physical proof in my hand. The quarters are proof. They're about the only thing that would stand the test of time. Maybe a book in an attic protected. Other than that, the quarters are the only thing I can think of. Where are the quarters? Then it says fix it. Then it says pray. All right, I pray right now. God, Jesus, their family spirits and protective team, whoever they had. I don't know. How do you fix this? Do you have therapy on the other side? I don't know. Like, it's a funny thought, but Carol, you need some therapy. I'm not belittling or laughing at your situation. It was horrible. It was terrible. But very clearly, you need to tell me what you want me to do. Help us? What do you need me to do for you? And it says help us. This is why I get frustrated, guys, because they won't let it go. There's a connection here, a spirit connection, but there's no specifics. There's no helping me. If this is all real, which I know it's real. I look crazy because I can't emphasize this to you guys, what I'm feeling, the emotional attachment. And there's no proof of anything, and then they say these generic things like help us. And then they start going into, I could hear them talking about he's lying and things like, they've told us all of this a million times. Like, I don't know where to go with this. I don't know what to do with it. I was hoping they'd be very clear and say, Gary, go to 222 Duke Street, go in the attic, something like, can you say that? Tell me that. If you don't say that, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going up to a stranger's house. I guess I'd have to use some psychic power to feel where this book is. I don't know. It's blue. I can tell you that. I know that. It's blue. She had a blue diary. Don't ask me how I know that, but I know that. What color was your diary, Carol? Say the color. I'm connected as I can be. And then I just feel like if I turn it on one more time and I just catch one more thing, and I've been down this road before. I did this for 20 videos. 1,000 hours I put into this case, thinking all along that in the end we would go to the courthouse and we would get these files. The trial dockets, the information. There's nothing. There's nothing online. There's just a case number and a date and the outcome. All these people are dead. Not just the 2 murder victims, but I'm pretty sure every other person involved in this case that we've done a video on is dead. Now, she had a daughter, Tracy. Tracy just died last year when we were doing this investigation. Now, there are grandkids that are alive. I don't know them. I don't want to know them. I don't want to interact or have anything to do with this family. I just thought I could help. It's crazy. The tale that's been told is utterly crazy. We have no proof of it, but I know it's true. Do you want me to write a book? Do you want me to tell your story? I can't tell that story. We have no proof. You want me to tell the story of a police detective who is renowned in this township as being a stand-up guy, never had anything against him, and yet you tell this tale and you want me to... It's laughable. I'll end up in prison or something, or worse, dead myself. You know you won't. With this setting the way it is right now, to tell me the name of the person who murdered you. Carol, were you pregnant with Detective Black's baby? Jack, who shot you? Say his first name. I'm listening, but you need to say his name. I need you to show the folks that are listening to this that I'm not crazy. You need to give me some street cred based on my gift, my ability to communicate with you, not just on the stuff that's come through this box. There's a full shiver. Go ahead, please. Stop making me look crazy. Say his first and full name. We said it. I heard it.